Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018. It is Career Mode, Episode 45. Boy, look at that, a whole row of -1s. Not a big fan of that. So we are on to the Tour of Croatia now, 6-stage race. It is a sponsor objective, and the objective is to win a stage. And you see Marini is amongst the favorites, so we've got a decent chance here. It looks like Osorio has leveled up since last time we were out and has played, so he is at a 74 now. Nice.
Monotonous day when it comes to the terrain. But at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Of course, my best chance at a stage win is ultimately going to come down to, and how is Marini looking? Not great, but not affecting his sprint. Bax is looking okay on that department. Good lead out rider. Best chance for me for a stage win, obviously, is in the sprints, as that is our dominant area, our strongest side to the team.
Things are heating up in front.
And we'll have 3 chances at a sprint stage. This first being the first of those 3 chances. See, how's Osorio looking now? So Osorio, mountains 75, hills 76. He's a +2 today, by the way. He's looking a better and better option for some stage victories, not counting.
There's now more than a minute between the breakaway and the pack.
Not counting those lovely ones where time trials are involved, but non-time trial races, kind of like this one, could actually come out well ahead if we can get him into some type of result this weekend.
We are just 20 kilometers from the finish, so things should come down to a mass sprint for the line.
Team's really starting to attack here, up the tempo, make things difficult so there's no new breakaways. This breakaway has already been caught with just 17 kilometers left to go. I'm going to go ahead and form up my train here in just a moment.
15 kilometers to the finish line.
So everyone to maintain position, everyone to a 99, and I have 2 hopes for the overall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Osorio, and we're going to follow Vervecchi, and Vervecchi is going to follow Marini. Now, Marini is my actual sprinter. These guys are just going to tag along and catch a free ride into the finish and make sure they don't lose any time, which leaves me with fewer guys for the setup. Not a problem. Bax is the strongest today, and then Bull, and then Van Ginniken. And the only one who is very much in a domestique role, which is a little odd because he is such a good rider. 76 on the flat, 72 with the cobbles, 75 stamina, but that doesn't help us much today. That's why Fat Hamlin will go first. And let's see, how many? That's 4 lead-out riders to burn through. 15 kilometers, huh? Well, we'll start with a 93 for Van Hamlin. 92 maybe. Yeah. And let's go ahead and use his gel now. I think it must be really warm. The wind is blowing pretty hard. I wonder which direction. Oh, it's a headwind.
There's now just 10 kilometers left.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to have you grab on to the back end here of the group if you can. Alright. Alright, now we're down to 8.5, so I can start pushing a little harder here and try to actually get out in front. Six kilometers. 2 lead out guys. Finally to the front.
The riders are
5K.
5 kilometers of the stage.
$3K. Okay, 99 for backs. Oh gosh, these guys are accelerating way too early. These guys are accelerating way too early. Okay, Marini, go. Go, Marini. Yeah, go, Marini. Go, Marini. He's out of energy. He's out of energy. Cut him off, cut him off, cut him off. Block him. Did he get there? He got there. Ooh, ran out of energy just a hair too early. I was afraid of getting too far left behind as the other guys were all going. But yeah, there you go. I forgot to have Vervecchi and Osorio go, but I was focused on Marini there. There you go. Stage 1. And we've got our sponsor objective in the bag. There is 1 mountain stage, 2 hill stages, and 3 sprint stages for this tour of Croatia. So I don't expect Marini to be strong enough. 56 in the mountains, 59 in the hills. So I'm not worried about protecting his time, but I would like to get him potentially the sprint jersey. Meanwhile, teams for Tour de Suisse, we were not selected for that one. You can see at least 2 of the big teams took 4 of the spots. Euskadi and Andrani got in as well. I could have potentially gotten one of those spots, but no. We are mid-April on the calendar. We've still got a lot of season to go. I'm starting to have a lot of fun with this season, which is good, because if you've been watching my other series, the Pro Cyclist one, where it has been full of successes, that's starting to go the other way a little bit. Things haven't quite gone according to plan this season. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a punchy finish here, and I think my 2 strong guys at least should be in it, but neither one of them are in the top 10 favorites. 197 kilometers as well. First stage was equally long. 19 kilometers left in this one. This is their definition of a hill stage. 95% flat, but admittedly, just before the finish, we've got some punchy climbing to do. 1 steep, short climb, and a few gradual ones. This is actually still sprint train territory here, if handled correctly. I'm going to get up over this first little intermediary, and right up there at those barriers where we turn off this road, I will be forming my train. And that's with 13 kilometers to go. Breakaway had 5 riders. 3 of them were just swept up in the last couple K. The last 2 down to 28 seconds. And it is time. Let's form up. This time, though, looking at a couple things. One, I've got my top guys, Vervecchi and Osorio. Osorio a little bit stronger, so he'll follow. However, Marini is in the race lead overall, but I don't think he's going to last with a 59 hills, but I'm going to give him a chance. And actually, I'm going to give 2 riders a chance, because Van Ginneken is a 68 on the hills, and could potentially survive and win the stage. So I'm going to set up that back end. That actually only gives me 3 riders for the lead out, but again, we're already down to 13 kilometers. We're just about to hit these climbs, and these first 2 climbs, I'm not looking to do anything crazy. I'm just really looking to push it on that last one. So we'll use them up in varying order of weakness. Van Hemmelen's the weakest. He'll go first. Bax is actually a pretty decent climber too. So we'll get Bax and Bull, and then we'll use up Van Hemelen first again. And for Van Hemelen, we're going to start with a weak push, a 90 right now, just to try to work our way towards the front here. This won't do much damage to my team either, so I don't mind this level of push. Alright, this was the first and steepest besides the actual main climb. Looks like we're going to take a right here. Quick downhill. Oh, and there's the finish. That turn we just made will be coming back in the other way. So here's the steepness at the finish line. And I am doing damage to the field. 23 riders have just dropped off the back. Van Hemelen, go ahead and use your gel. Here comes the actual climb. So, Bull, let's use your gel. And Van Hemelen.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Okay, Van Hemelen, great job. He got us all the way, part way up the main hill of the day. No, Marini's not going to make it. Marini's not going to make it. 5K to go. Okay, we're going to start accelerating here. Most of this is going to be downhill, so we are going to push this tempo, and Bull gets us over the top. Bax. Oh gosh, already there's the finish. Wait. Oh my goodness, so fast here. Van Ginniken, where are you? In range. For Vecchi, go ahead and sprint now. Oh, Van Ginniken's actually gotten ahead. For Vecchi's out of position here. Let's see, Osorio's at the front right now. Let's get you to follow. There you go. Osorio, sprint. Now, Van Ginniken, and for Vecchi. Come on, Van Ginniken, get us two! He's standing up to celebrate, and he has done it. Osorio even takes third. Vecchi up there as well. Ooh, Marini's hanging on. Bax, Bull, Van Hemelen. My whole team is still in the main group. Wow. We'll see if there's time gaps there. They counted as a hill stage, so I would imagine there will be some. But that worked out, huh? Oh, there you go. Group A1, Bull, Bax, Marini, Van Hemelen. Apparently second group on the road. We'll see how they classify that. But that's 2 from 2. And yes, Van Ginniken was strong enough to hang on and be essentially the only sprinter left. So stage win there, nice. Osorio also up there, so that plays into his potential. He picks up 4 seconds for the overall, which we're fighting for. And time gaps. Okay, no, Marini. These guys, no time gaps. There's the time gaps after 36. We're looking at... Wow, Matthias Brandl didn't make it in this group. Ben de Klerk. Thomas de Gent only manages 6th. Gogol 7th. I mean, there are... Alessandro Di Marchi. There are a few bigger names here. Lachlan Morton, only 16th here. Alright, so now the overall. Marini keeps the jersey. Van Ginniken joins him at the top, though, on same time. Ben de Klerk in 3rd at 4 seconds down. Osorio, 6 seconds down. And then Vervecchi as the best on time through the first 2 stages. Both of them right around, 9th and 11th, something like that. And then de Gent behind him. So we're looking at time bonus gaps at the front and then 36 riders. And my entire team is still in contention. As for the sprints, Marini doesn't pick up any points today. Van Ginniken didn't pick up any the previous day. That's kind of the only downside here. Osorio does have 17 with that. And Vervecchi 12. That could be something. Mountains. Bowl was first over the top. Max was 2nd. Vervecchi was 3rd. So we're in contention on that one. The under 25s. Osorio in the lead. And still a handful of teams in contention for that competition. For the Alps, Martin throws in the towel. I think that's a phrase we need to have updated. That whole throwing in the towel thing. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to have an overlap here. 2 tours ongoing, same time. Tour of the Gila. So American Silver City race here. And I think this might be a sponsor objective as well, isn't it? 2 sponsor objectives at the same time. No. Okay. I think it was an objective last year, but not one this year. No, doctor. I only have one. Maybe next season I'll hire a second one. Technically, I could go out and hire one now. Stage 1, hilltop finish. Conchi, Veldeman both at this race. 152K. And no World Tour teams. That's going to help. Oh, there's a new team, NBC. This is the type of race that I could actually go out and dominate and control, as it's pretty low level. I mean, this is a continental race here with none of those top teams around. So we'll be bouncing into this one. We'll go ahead and join up at the base of that final climb and see how the team does. 24 kilometers left to go here in the first stage. In the American race, we're going to be bouncing back and forth on these two a little bit as they take place at the same time. And looking at the profile here, this is not just a hilltop finish. It is very steep. It's not terribly long, but I still have 20K to go from right now. And most of it is either slightly or fully uphill. I mean, that's a good 10 kilometers, at least from the base of that climb. It does level off for a couple K, but it's going to be a doozy, actually. So I thought about going sprint train for this one, but I really don't think it's that type of stage. This is going to be more of survive, 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 and then take whoever's left up to the top. Now, they didn't have me on the favorites list, but then when we actually went to start stage, I was. I had 2 riders on the favorites list in Conchi and Swerble. And we can see some of the teams are trying to put the pressure on now. And leave a lot of the riders behind. Damage is starting to get done. My sprinters, they're certainly feeling it right now. 14 kilometers now. I'm going to go ahead and go sprinter. Not the whole group! I had the whole group selected. I just used everybody's gel. I wanted to use half of their gels. I definitely didn't want to use all of them. Mistake. Raise your hand if you made a mistake. You're not looking at me, but I'm definitely raising my arm right now. 10K to go on this one. Ooh, Veldeman. Wow, look at that. There was... Here's my main competitor, Ian Boswell. A name well known to a lot of riders, and Conchi as well. Nice. Alright, there's that first section. And Peloton's still actually 112 riders right now. Interesting. I'm thinking about tactics here. There's Boswell. I think it's about time I reform here. I don't know. Set it to a 90. It's amazing that I've still got my full team here.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
The actual final climb now. Not too steep at the start, but it's going to get there here in just a moment. 9.4% gradient, 5 kilometers for the actual climb. And guys are going to drop off. Gouillard's about to fall out. There we go. And I think I need to... Vochtendorf is done. Garrison's about to be done. As soon as he is, I'll go ahead and reform what's left. Okay, there we go. Garrison done, and that's 4 riders remaining. So, Swerble and Conchi are my strongest guys. So, Simpson, go ahead and protect Swerble. Vochtendorf is done. Auto. Thank you. Auto. Auto. Veldeman. Protect Conchi. Alright, now 90. Got us lagging behind a little bit. These guys are attacking. Boswell's attacking. Swerble's on his own. I want Conchi to try to attack. Swerble, can we catch him? Yes, we can. But I don't think we're going to have enough to overtake him later. Conchi and Veldeman's still going strong.
This climb is feared by many riders.
Swerble's out of energy. There goes Boswell. Gosh, it looks like I could be on my way to 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Veldeman's actually looking the strongest today.
This was a great day for him. Nobody could keep up with him.
Uh-oh. Svetkov is gaining, but no, we'll hang on to second and third. Boswell takes the win. Second and third, though, and fifth. Still a good result. Big splits in the field, so this is already largely decided just from this one climb. Simpson takes 18th. And we'll move back over to the other race. Back much sooner than expected. We still have 83 kilometers to go in this stage of the Tour of Croatia. Of course, I am fighting for some sort of success overall. I'd like to. I've already done the sponsor objective, but at this point, I'd like to do something more than that. Now, I have the race leader's jersey on. I have second overall. I have my top guys all in contention. There's really only 36 riders in any sort of contention for this race. So, what's going on here is we have a high mountaintop finish. This is a much longer one than the one we just had in the American race, the Tour of Gila. And there's definitely some climbing along the way to do. And like I said, we still have a really big distance to cover, 79 kilometers. However, there are some much bigger names at this race than there are at the others. And they were in a breakaway, but I have now reeled them back in. There were guys that, like Thomas Degant, that actually went into the break. So with them reeled in, I can actually back off for a bit and speed things up. But it's really making me nervous which riders get off the front and letting them get very far. So the two riders that are there now, Tiller and Troya, not worried about those two, and it's just two riders, so it's going to be a lot easier to reel them in. There are actually some riders who are off the back, and it looks like they will not catch back up in this one, as they are too far down, even though the pace has softened considerably. So we have just under 60 kilometers to go. I'm going to get water one more time here in just a little bit. I wasn't quite going to make it on getting water once, especially over that last climb. Let's go ahead and get water now while it's not too bad and we don't hit that hard climb. So hopefully Bax will return to the front before that secondary climb, which he has not made his way forward. Come on, Bax, you're going to burn yourself out here.
Whoa, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group.
Quickly, yeah, because here's the climb. Here's the climb. Okay, good job. Wasted some energy, though. Alright, this is pretty steep, but the pace is not crazy yet, so we should get everyone over the top. See, Bax is struggling on that 76, but there we go. 78's enough to hang in there. Troya and Tiller picking up all the mountain points with 3 Category 3 climbs already. Now, even though Marini is in the race lead, I did decide that Van Ginneken, who's in second, is a much better climber. And so Marini is actually protecting Van Ginneken. Neither one of them is expected to last. Really, I only have 2 climbers, so guaranteed by the end of this one, Osorio and Vervecchi will be the only guys left, and I have no idea what is going on for somebody who is in 4th place in the race overall, for somebody who's on 98% fitness and has no fatigue in the season, how they could have ended up rolling the worst possible race day condition ever. A lot of it is random, but there's a lot of factors that go into it, and 98% fitness should make it impossible to have a -5 race day condition. So I'm not even sure how that has happened. We did just see a split in the field over the top of that last climb as 74 riders are left in the peloton, at least as of right now. Pace is not too hot. Again, with just 2 riders a short distance ahead, we don't have to push like crazy. But knowing that I'm just going to have 2 guys, I only need 4 of them at that final climb, so I actually could. This could be a good chance to use up the rest of my team here. Let's see, I have my 4 guys, right? And then what's left? I have 3 others. Van Gittiken, Marini, and Bax. 3 sprinters. With a sprint point coming up here. Never mind. It's not going to happen. It's a little late to get in that game.
The little promenade is over. The group has been overhauled. The rider is looking to give the pack.
But those riders behind us, I really don't want them coming back. Bax. Get up there. There we go. Hold them at bay. Put a little more distance between us. Good. Use yourself up here.
Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace. The pace is so high that a few riders are going to be very sore at the end of the day.
Bax picks up the points on this one. He already had some points. That actually moves him into 3rd.
The peloton has definitely accelerated, meaning that an attack is highly unlikely.
Oh, the group caught back up. Really? That's a shame. Alright, well, here's the initial part to the climb, but the actual climb is not starting for a little bit yet. See, we're going to wrap around there, and it looks like at the 10-kilometer banner is right about where we're going to start. Bax, you're done for the day. Everybody else, let's set you to a 90, and let's go times 1. 10K to go. And it is all uphill with the steepest section right here, right at the base. Marini's done. Bax is already done. Bax is going out the back. Bax is baxing up. Marini, the overall leader, wearing the red jersey. Here goes Bull. Now we're starting to see splits. Bull is going backwards. And we could see here where we're at now, the field really starting to thin out. Not quite half the riders going backwards though. Surprised how many are hanging in there as long as they are. But let's get further up the road. Van Hemlen just hanging on for now. Van Gittiken just hanging on for now. Somehow it's still 112 riders. There we go. Now it's actually starting to thin out. 67, 65. Shrinking quick. 64. And that's about the group right there. I think Van Hemlen's about to go out the back. I'll stay with him a little bit longer here. This is still the group. He just went under the 5K banner. Now it's split. Van Gittiken behind the split. That's 13. 51 riders at the front. Osorio doing well, but he's not doing so well actually because of that -5. I should actually get him to protect Vervecchi for a little bit here. $4K to go.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high. And he spurts away from the
Bouchard, Bernard. We've got a few guys attacking now. Osorio's done. 3 riders off the front right now. 26 given chase. $2.5K to go. Gel here. 4 riders off the front, 8 giving chase, so we're looking at a top 10 now. $1.5K. Can I ride off the front of this group? Yes, I can. Let's catch a ride here for a moment. Bernard. Williams taking the win. Reese taking second. Vervecchi. Push for third. Push for third. Third's good for us. For a mountaintop finish. If we can hold off Pearson. Get across the line. Get across the line. There you go. Third. Osorio's -5 is what killed him. Unfortunate thing was he had that 4-second time bonus, so he was in a good position. Not that it matters on a climb like this, but I mean, look at this. I didn't even know he was here. Nicholas Roche is here as well. Thomas de Gent, 7th and 8th, so Vervecchi, good finish. Dumarquis down in 15th. Not a big name, but I know Foss. Jai Hindley. Definitely guys I've heard of. Bernard, I know. Razkin. Breedler. Again, not so many big names. Stephen Cummings, actually, that's a bigger name. Good result, 3rd place there. Not sure if we're going to get an overall win thanks to that. I think we'll be too far down the order. But an overall podium plus 2 stage wins through the first 3 stages. That looks very much on the cards now. We'll take a look at the overall here. Once everyone finally makes it up the top of this climb. It's already been 45 minutes since we finished the race.
Now for the race highlights.
Stephen Williams should be comfortably in the lead. Okay, so minute 1 behind for Vervecchi, and yes, that is a pretty sizable gap. But with the time bonus, he should be in 3rd overall. Wow, Soria 3:36 behind in 24th. Red jersey wearer, Marini. Days and Days, down the order. 1839 and 125th. Yeah, he was not retaining that jersey today. Not a chance. So, as expected, Williams in the lead, Reese 2nd, Vervecchi is 3rd, 4 seconds clear of Pearson and Bernard, and then a small gap, 10 seconds to Razkin. De Gent, a bit further down, minute 41 for him, so he should be cruising to an overall race win in terms of star power. Dumarquis Yeah, Di Marquis could be right about there with him. Roche, yeah, not quite there. I mean, in game here, he's 35 now, so. But those guys should be at the top, and they're not. Vervecchi has the sprint jersey with Williams, who had 3 points probably on that last one. Marini, Van Gitteken still up there for the Mountains. Williams with a big lead now. Vervecchi jumps to third. Bax is there in seventh as the final climb was worth 20 points. Osorio down to ninth in the under 25s. And the team down to seventh. Ouch. Thought we were looking good for that one, but no, we are not. La Flèche Wallonne, De Moulin, Menkes, Youngles, Uran, and Pinot. Alright, well, we're stringing together some good results here. These are definitely going to be worth some points. Fun racing going on here, and depending on what that next stage is, I think we have time for one more stage. Oh yeah, it's a sprint stage. And Gouillard is a favorite. Veldeman is a favorite. So I like our chances for this one. 120 kilometers. A little bit of climbing to do, but nothing serious. And so we'll jump in towards the end of the stage. Second stage for the Tour of the Gila. 31 kilometers left. Second stage, Tour of the Gila. The whole team is relatively fresh. We have not caught the breakaway group yet. 6 riders. They still have just over a minute, about a minute 20 right now. And there is a little bit of climbing to do on this one before the end. And the finish line is also a bit uphill. Let's see though, 75, we're just now hitting the red, and that's mostly just because, well, we're climbing at the moment. I'm going to speed things up for a little bit. I should have a relatively easy time holding position. Without doing too much damage to too many of my riders.
The pack's deficit is being cut back.
38 seconds now.
In the group at the front.
$20K banner.
Leading for a long time, and his pedal stroke seems more irregular. The finish will seem a long way off.
A few riders off the front now. And one more little uphill that we are now entering, and it'll be mostly downhill besides the finish from here. And it's 15K, so this is a really good time to form up. So we'll set 99s. Everybody's a little bit tired. We should be okay. Gouillard is the top sprinter. Conchi, though, is that third. Swerble, fifth. I'm going to protect those guys and put them behind. And then Veldeman, even though he's in second, he is a good lead-out guy, so he should be able to get to the finish line as a lead-out guy. And then we have Wachtendorf. Garrison, not much left, so I'm going to go ahead and put Simpson here and Garrison in front. Use your gel, and we'll start pushing here at about a 94 pace. Should be enough to get everyone formed up. There we go. And since it's downhill, he should be able to attack good and hard for a little while, but it's only 1 degree downhill, at least at the moment. It's going to get a little steeper. When it does, I can have him push harder.
10 kilometers
or not. He doesn't have the energy to do that. 10K to go. I don't need a 99, but I think a 97 might be good for Simpson. $8K to go. Yes, we can go 99 now. Wachtendorf ready. 6K. There's still one rider 52 seconds away. Silverberg. Fochtendorf. And we're on that uphill. We are on that uphill now. These guys are not going to last terribly long like this. Fochtendorf is done. Veldeman with the lead out. And there you go. We're reeling in Silverberg. But Veldeman's doing a lot of damage to his own teammate right now in Gouillard. So Gouillard can't sprint. Gouillard can't sprint. Gouillard didn't have anything left to sprint.
Now the guys up front are asking serious questions of the riders in the rear.
Confusing. Start line and then the finish line. Boris Fali for the win. I've had him on one of my teams in past years. Decent sprinter. Evan Huffman there in 8th. Boswell takes 10th. Gouillard all the way down to 12th. Conchi. There's Veldeman. They're all in the main group, so no worries on that.
The riders bringing up the rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper.
So I have reached my time limit for this episode. So we are roughly halfway through our 2 races right now, Croatia and Gila. Gila's still got 3 stages to go, so it's on 2 of 5. But we are through 3 of 6 in Croatia. So we'll get through the back half of both of these races in the next episode. And looking forward to pretty good point totals for the both of them, realistically, especially with the hardest stages already done. I should be able to hang on to podiums, hopefully anyway, in both races. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.